Hello, welcome to day one. Today's theme is breath and body. So join me on your mat. And we're going to start in a seated position, legs crossed, sitting up tall, shoulders down the back. And if you want, you can have your hands on your knees, or you can take one hand to your heart and one to your lower belly, just to connect to yourself and to really feel your breath and to feel your body. Today's goal is to just be present and really notice your breath and your physical body. And that can take time to get comfortable doing that. So let's close our eyes, let your shoulders come down your back. Take a big inhale through your nose, letting your belly rise, filling your lungs with air all the way to the top. And then open your mouth and exhale with a sigh. And as you exhale, let your shoulders come down your back and just let go. And then on your next inhale, as you breathe in through your nose, imagine yourself filling up with air, filling up with peace and love and joy, filling your body with things that light you up. And then open your mouth and imagine as you exhale, your stress and anxiety, the burdens of life, exhaling through your breath, leaving the body. Take one more breath in through the nose, letting the belly rise, filling your lungs all the way to the top. And then open your mouth and exhale with a sigh, letting all the air out, letting your body relax. Letting everything go. As we practice today, come before yourself without any judgment or any expectation. Just listening to your breath, feeling the presence of your body. If you ever feel distracted, if you ever feel like your mind is taking you somewhere else, just come back to the breath. Come back to the body. Continue breathing naturally as you imagine how you're feeling today. What thoughts are you having? And just observe them without attaching yourself to any of them, without judgment. And if you notice any thoughts or feelings that are uncomfortable, that don't feel beneficial to your practice today, imagine those thoughts and feelings just floating away from your body, leaving out the window, out the door, and just leaving you here with your body and your breath. Take one more breath in through the nose, filling your belly with air, inhaling all the way to the top, and then exhale with a sigh, letting all the air out. And then slowly come back to a normal breath as you bring your hands down to your knees. Now, I don't know if you can see my cat. I think you can. But I spilled some catnip while I was preparing for this class. And that's why she's acting really crazy. And this is just life. This is going to be the recording. All right, so let's go ahead from here. We're gonna do a little bit of some stretches as we sit here in easy seat. We're gonna do what's called cat-cow, but we're gonna do it seated. So you're gonna hold your hands right on your knees and just open your chest, shining your heart up, looking up to the sky, taking in a deep breath. And then on exhale, round the spine, tuck in your tailbone, hold onto your knees as you arch your back. As you round your back, tucking your chin in, feeling that stretch. And then on an inhale, we'll go into cow, opening the chest, looking up. And then exhale into cat, rounding the spine, tucking in the tailbone, tucking in your chin. Slowly noticing your breath as you open your chest, look up to the sky, into cat. And exhale into cow. Just feeling the presence of your body, feeling your breath. One more time, inhale, cat. exhale, cow. And then coming back to the center, letting your shoulders come down your back. And then bring your chin slowly down towards your chest. Just feel that stretch in the back of your neck. Let your shoulders really drop down. Take an inhale as you roll your ear to the right. Feeling that stretch on the left side of your neck. Keep on inhaling as you roll back, looking up to the sky. And begin to exhale as you roll your left ear to your left shoulder. And exhale as you bring your chin back down towards your chest. And then take an inhale as you roll the left ear to the left. Continue inhaling as you bring your head back. And exhale as you roll your right ear to the right. Letting all the air out. Bringing your chin down to your chest. And then slowly coming up to center. All right, so now from here we're going to move into a tabletop position, which is stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees, having a flat back. And then we're just going to do some stretches in the feet and the wrists. So take your right foot behind you, toes on the mat, and then just move back and forth, feeling that stretch in the back of your foot, in your back of your leg. Just breathe, feel your breath. And then bring your right knee back to the mat and then reach your right arm up. Inhale, and then do some twists with your wrists as you exhale. One way, then the other way. Open and close your wrist, your hand a couple times. And then exhale as your hand comes down to the mat. And then take your left foot behind you. And then just move back and forth, stretching the bottom of your foot. You feel that stretch in the back of your leg. This is preparing our feet and our hands for downward dog. Take one more stretch here and then bring your knee back to center. Really pressing it down into the mat with your right hand. Reach the left arm up to the sky and breathe as you just do circles with your wrists. One way, and another way. Open and close your hand. Inhale, and then exhale your hand down to the mat. And then open your knees wide to the edge of your mat, touching your toes together. Push your hips back towards your heels. Slowly reach your hands out in front of you. Drop the forehead, drop the arms, and just breathe. This is child's pose. And just create a little cocoon here for yourself. Just listen to your breath, let everything go, breathing in a way that feels natural, and just be present with your body without any judgment, without any expectation. Take one more breath here. And then slowly come back up to tabletop. And we're going to prepare for downward facing dog. If you see me brushing the mat, it's because there's still catnip all over my mat. All right, so press every finger into the mat. Straighten your arms, but don't straighten them too much to where they lock. Just kind of have a little tiny bend. Allow your elbows to point behind you. And then flip onto your toes, and then slowly begin to lift your hips up until your legs are almost straight. You want to have a little tiny bend in your knees. Continue twisting so your elbows point behind you. And then from here, find some movement. Just pedal the knees out, shake your hips, nod your head, find some movement without any expectation here. Just move your body. Listen to your breath and be present in this moment. If this is uncomfortable, you can always do this in tabletop, and you can do the same thing. Find some movement here. It doesn't have to be downward dog. Whatever's comfortable for you. Maybe you can start, here, and then sometime you can try downward dog. Whatever's comfortable for you. Now let's find some stillness. Really reach your heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch. Really straighten your arms. Look behind you through your legs. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up your lungs with air. And then open your mouth and exhale, letting all the air out. Listening to your breath, feeling your body. And then bend your knees a lot here. Look up to your hands and then slowly step up to your hands into forward fold. So here we're going to bend our knees a lot. We're going to let your chest rest on your thighs. Let your arms be heavy. Let your head be heavy. This is ragdoll pose. Just keep on breathing and let go. You can grab opposite elbows for a little bit more weight. You can nod your head yes, shake your head no. You can swing side to side for a little stretch in the lower back. And just be present. Feel that stretch. And then drop your hands and slowly begin to fold up, roll up to standing, straightening the legs first, rolling up the spine, letting your shoulders come down your back. And now we're standing in mountain pose. So mountain pose, just to show you what it looks like facing the camera, it's just a standing pose, but it's a strong standing pose. So your hips are forward, your feet are hip width distance, pointing forward. Your hands are down by your side, palms face forward. Your shoulders are down your back, and you're looking straight ahead. Now, mountain pose is a strong pose, an empowering pose. Even if you don't feel empowered, just doing this pose can give you that feeling of empowerment over time. So we're going to start here. We're going to start our sun salutations. So, and this is a great way to just start your morning. Just a couple of these can kind of wake the body up. So we're standing here in mountain pose. Inhale as you reach your arms up overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands to heart center. Now we're going to start a breath called Ujjayi breath, where you breathe in through the nose, keep the lips sealed, and exhale through the nose. And as you exhale, you want to constrict the back of your throat, and you'll hear a loud breathing sound. It's almost as if you're trying to fog a mirror up, but then with your lips closed instead. So we're going to use that through our sun salutation. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. We'll keep that going as you inhale and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale through the nose as you fold forward, hinging at your hips, flat back, coming down towards the mat. You don't have to touch the mat, however far you want to go. Drop the head as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your thighs. Your elbows can tuck right into your hips. Your back is flat here. Open your chest. Look down. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, reach your arms all the way up as you stand all the way up into extended mountain pose. And then exhale as your hands come to heart center. That is a half sun salutation. Let's do one more, a little faster. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up, listening to your breath. Exhale as your hands come to heart center. All right, here we go. We're gonna do one more, but we're gonna allow it to transition us back to downward dog. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. As you come down to the mat, plant your hands, step your feet back into downward dog, straightening the arms, reaching the feet towards the mat, bending the knees slightly. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come down again to tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to slowly just make our way to our back. As we close out today's practice on breath and body, we're going to close out just with a pose called Savasana, the final resting pose. Just relax the whole body. You can let your arms come down by your side, Or you can bring one hand to your belly, one to your heart again, just to connect to yourself. And really just find that place to let go and be present with your breath and your body. Considering self-compassion, no judgment, no expectation. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, letting your belly rise, filling up your lungs all the way to the top, and then open your mouth and exhale. From here, just let go. Notice how you're feeling. Notice your thoughts without any attachment to them. Again, if you notice any thoughts or feelings that are uncomfortable or hold you back from just resting in this moment, imagine them floating away from your body, leaving you here with your breath and your body. As we lie here in Savasana for a few moments, you can lie here as long as you like. We will lie here together for a few seconds, just listening to your breath. Now, of course, you can lie here as long as you like. You can turn off this video. But if you'd like to keep going with me, slowly bring your knees up towards your chest. Pull your knees in. Rock side to side. Wake the body up. And then you can roll over to whatever side feels comfortable to you, into the fetal position. Just resting, allowing yourself to rest here for a moment. Listening to your breath, staying present, being gentle. Now when you're ready, you can just take your top arm and hand and push yourself up to a seated position, into what's called easy seat, crossing the legs. Let your shoulders come down your back. We're gonna take one more big breath together, leaving your eyes closed if that feels comfortable. Take a big inhale as you reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale with a sigh as your hands come to heart center. Bringing your thumbs to your forehead. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.